ஒரு 30 சொல்றேன். ஒருத்தன் போட்டிருக்காங்க 152 மெம்பர்ஸ் நான் எதுவும் பண்ணது 6 பேர் தான் இருக்கும். பண்ணி சொல்லிட்டு
A recording have been set up at NICY and were inaugurated by the Secretary, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India on 29th August 2017. NICY is located in Ayush block. Ayush stands for Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha, and Homeopathy at NICY. Nimhans also houses an Ayurveda center which is run by CCRAF, Central Council for Research in Ayurvedic Sciences. NICY, despite several challenges in adapting Ayush stands for Ayurveda, the Nimhans Integrated Center for Yoga, has made several efforts in this direction. Also houses an Ayurveda Center which is run by collaborated yoga experts, Central Council for Research in Ayurvedic Sciences. NICY, despite several challenges in adapting Ayush stands for Ayurveda, the Nimhans Integrated Center for Yoga has made several efforts in this direction. Also houses an Ayurveda Center which is run by collaborated yoga experts, Central Council for Research in Ayurvedic Sciences. NICY, despite several challenges in adapting Ayush stands for Mr. Dhirendra Brahmachari came up with the idea of having advanced centers of yoga and medical institutions. They chose Nimhans, Jipmar and Dipas. The idea was to collaborate with well-known medical institutions to conduct research on yoga as a therapy. As part of this research, Nimhans got a grant for 5 years from MDNIY, and this research project was completed in 2012. In 2013, a whole supplement of Ananda. Nimhans Integrated Center for Yoga, NICY. As part of NICY, various activities are conducted continuously. Clinical services, training, information, education and communication, and research. Nimhans, the patients are referred with referral letter from their respective treating team. NICY. At the NICY, they are evaluated in detail by the doctors initially. Services. After confirming times their demographic details along with diagnosis, therapist name, session timings, instructions for sessions and attendance. Services. After all patients receive individual for various neuropsychiatric disorders. This concept has been brought forth by us to promote standardization and scientific growth of yoga as therapy. At present, we have scientifically validated and tested generic yoga modules for following disorders: depression, schizophrenia, neuropsychiatric disorders, obsessive compulsive disorder, has been mild cognitive impairment, standardization, Parkinson's disease, growth of yoga, and somatoform pain disorder. At present, we are in the process of validating the modules for substance use disorder, depression, anxiety, and migraine, neuropsychiatric disorders, obsessive compulsive disorder has been NICY has provided the opportunity for the students to do their thesis in the area of yoga. We are in the yoga appreciation course is held quarterly for trained staff and students.
Now it's unmute. The BNG sir is not able.
Where is not able to speak?
But he has to unmute.
Sir, you asked to unmute ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ
Sellamurthy we can hear all of you as well.
Namaste, Sellamurthy sir, we welcome you. Welcome, Dr. B.
Delighted to see you.
Sir, S.K. Chaturvedi sir,
Namaste, sir.
Pratima Murthy madam, Dr. Rima Dada, Dr. Manoj Naik, we welcome you all. So I welcome the audience to Yantra 2020, Yoga and Neurosciences, Traditions and Research Approaches, an international conference organized by National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences, Bangalore, in collaboration with S. Vyasa University, Bangalore. I welcome Dr. H.R. Nagendra, the Chancellor of S. Vyasa University. I also welcome Dr. Sabbir Khalsa from Harvard Medical School. Now, at the outset, before we begin the program, I request everyone to observe a 2-minute silence for the sad demise of our Cabinet Minister of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Dr. Mr. Ram Vilas Paswan. So let us observe a 2-minute silence. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now, to begin with, we would like to start with lighting of the lamp and a prayer. I request our Director, Dr. Guru Raj, Registrar, Dr. B.S.S. Rao, Organizing Secretary, Dr. Shivrama Varampalli, Dr. Aarti Jagannathan, and Dr. Satyaprabha to kindly join for the lighting of the lamp.
Sadgamaya, Tamasoma, Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma, Amritam Gamaya, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Thank you very much, sirs. Now, I would like to welcome Dr. Shivrama Varampalli, who is the Professor of Psychiatry and the Head of the Department of Integrative Medicine at NIMHANS. Dr. Shivrama Varampalli is also the Organizing Secretary of this conference. Over to sir.
Welcome to all of you. Of course, it is both a happy and a somber occasion because of the news of the passing of a cabinet minister. But academic activities has to go on, and I have been told by the minister's office that his blessings are with us. So I would like to thank first Sri Harshvardhan ji, the Honorable Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare, who had actually agreed to grace this occasion, but unfortunately he is not able to do it because of his colleagues passing away. However, his blessings are with us, as I said. We are also very lucky to have blessings from two of the most important people in the yogic world currently, Sri Sadhguru from the Isha Foundation, as well as Sri Ravi Shankar from the Art of Living Foundation, both of whom have sent messages and videos to us, which will be played during the course of the events. Of course, I need to welcome stalwarts from Vyasa Yoga University, who are our important collaborators. Guruji is here, Dr. Manjunath, Dr. V.R. Ramakrishna. All of them have been helping us during this conference, and I welcome all of them. Of course, Professor Gururaj, the current director of NIMANS, and Dr. Shankar Narayan Rao, the registrar of NIMANS, are with us, and I welcome both of them and thank them for their support. Most importantly, I welcome all these eminent speakers from all over the world who have joined us today. I can see from Germany, Reinhard Bogle. I can see Souvenir from US. Thank you very much. At different times in different countries, you have all joined us. Thank you very much. But of course, most importantly, again, I need to thank the delegates who have made this effort a success by registering in large numbers. And finally, and most importantly, I would like to place on record that the inspiration for this whole conference is Professor Gangadhar, the former director who gave up charge as the director of NIMANS just a couple of days ago. He is the person who has inspired us to this journey and is the real pioneer of integrative medicine in India, which was dreamed of in the Udupa committees in the late 50s, but could really not be put into action till now. Dr. D. Nagaraja and Dr. Gangadhar are the real architects of integrative medicine in India, and I am very happy that he is with us today to witness this conference going on. Thank you very much.
Now, a tribute to Dr. B.N. Gangadhar, who has been our mentor and our guide. We would like to show you a few minutes video on the journey of the Department of Integrative Medicine that has developed under the guidance of Dr. B.N. Gangadhar.
This is a tribute to Dr. B.N. Gangadhar by his students. Sir did MBBS in 1978, MD in Psychiatry from NIMHANS in 1981. He received a DSc in Yoga from Vyasa University. Sir joined as a faculty at NIMHANS in 1982 and became the director of NIMHANS in 2016. He has received several prestigious awards, including the B.C. Roy Award and the Padma Shri Award in 2020. Currently, he is also the President, Ethics and Registration of National Medical Commission. His seminal work was in the area of schizophrenia and electroconvulsive therapy. And in the new millennia, he shifted his interest to yoga and integrative medicine. He has published more than 400 research articles. His initial work was in the area of yoga and depression, where he directed the first ever RCT on yoga and depression in 1995. This led to recommendation of yoga as a recognized treatment modality for depression. In collaboration with Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga, an advanced center for yoga was established in 2007. This center performed breakthrough researches in understanding the biological underpinnings of the effects of yoga in several psychiatric conditions. Later, this yoga services became an integral part of NIMHANS as NIMHANS Integrated Center for Yoga in 2014. Patients were regularly referred to the yoga center from the departments of psychiatry and neurology. BNG sir also actively propagated yoga during the celebrations of the International Day of Yoga. All these efforts of more than 25 years finally led to establishment of the Department of Integrative Medicine at NIMHANS. This is a model for true integration of medicine. Sir, we are really grateful to you for your kind guidance, love and support. Sir has guided the whole new generation of psychiatrists and yoga researchers towards the integration of medicine. He has been a pioneer in integrating traditional systems with the modern medical systems. Thank you very much, sir.
So this was our tribute to our mentor and guide, Dr. B.N. Gangadhar. Now, moving over, the chief guest of this function, Sadhguru Sri Jaggi Vasudev, ranked among the 50 most influential people of India. He is a mystic, yogi, and a visionary. Sadhguru is a speaker and opinion maker of international renown. He has spoken at various forums across the world, including the United Nations World Headquarters, UNESCO Headquarters, World Economic Forum, Microsoft, Google Headquarters. He has also been invited at leading educational institutions in the world as speaker, such as Oxford, Stanford, Harvard, NIMHANS, MIT, and others. Over the years, Sadhguru has launched mega ecological initiatives. The movement's Rally for Rivers and Covering Calling addresses the urgent need to vitalize Indian rivers and protect the soil. These efforts are recognized globally. Sadhguru's celebrity engagement with life includes an active involvement in fields as diverse as architecture, visual design, poetry, music, and motorcycling. 3 decades ago, Sadhguru founded Isha Foundation, a non-profit human service organization with human well-being at its core. The foundation has initiated powerful yoga programs for human transformation and well-being and path-breaking outreach projects. Isha is supported by over 11 million volunteers in more than 300 centers worldwide. Now, I welcome Sadguru Sri Jaggi Vasudev. We have a video of Sadguru, and we will play that video where he has given his chief guest address.
Namaskaram to all of you at the NIMHANS conference, the premier institution that we have in Bangalore. My congratulations to Dr. B.N. Gangadhar and all of you who are involved in putting this important platform together. I heard that Dr. Gangadhar, after distinguished service, you're retiring, but your efforts to bring well-being and health should continue, sir. My blessings and congratulations to you for everything that you have done and what you will do. It's also important that we have arrived at a time where a more integrative approach, a more comprehensive approach to medicine, both in terms of physical and mental health, has to happen. Well, we might have looked at it in silos of knowledge in the past, but now that there is such an interaction between various groups or various silos of knowledge, I'm sure that NIMHANS will play a significant role in bringing a more integrated approach to mental health and well-being for all the citizens out there. Namaskar.
Thank you very much, Sadguru Jaggi Vasudev. Now, we should release the souvenir of the conference, and for this, I would like to invite Dr. B.N. Gangadhar to release the souvenir of the conference. We will release it virtually. BNG sir, kindly unmute yourself, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. So kindly release the souvenir. We are putting it on the virtual platform now. Just press the button, sir. Yes. Yes. Now, I would like to request BNG sir to say a few words on this occasion.
At the outset, let me congratulate the entire team of the Integrative Medicine at NIMHANS for conceiving this very unique conference, Yoga and Neurosciences, bringing different traditions on a same platform. I wish you all the best, and it is the right time that we take integrative medicine, yoga in particular, to greater heights, bring it to the mainstream of our medical practice, and examine the science behind it with the modern tools that we have access to. Particularly at NIMHANS, we have cutting-edge tools, and of course, many other centers in the country across the world as well have excellent tools to examine this component of the traditional systems of medicine, the yoga. I'm hoping that this particular conference will give a good stimulus for researchers to investigate yoga with all the modern technology that is available and to get the best answer, which will be able to convince the mainstream medical practitioners to adapt yoga in their integrative practice. Once again, thank you for introducing me to this in the meeting. Also, thank all of you for the well-conducted inauguration program. And my particular thanks to Sri Sadguruji, who has spoken so well of NIMHANS. Thank you, sir, for making this comment about NIMHANS. We will live up to your expectations and take the science of yoga forward for the best integration of yoga into mainstream medical practice. Thank you once again. I particularly thank Dr. Gururaj for chairing this session, and also I thank him for inviting me to this inaugural address. Thank you so much, sir. Dhanyawad.
Thank you very much, VNG sir. Now, I would like to introduce the president of this event, Dr. G. Gururaj, the current director of NIMHANS. Dr. Gururaj had established the Department of Epidemiology in 1990s, Center for Public Health in 2013, and Public Health Observatory in 2015. He has served as the Dean of Neurosciences and Controller of Examination at NIMHANS from 2017 to 2020. He has been nominated member of several statutory bodies of NIMHANS, Government of India, and State of Karnataka. He has been conferred with Dr. Raja Ramanna State Award by Karnataka State Council for Science and Technology, Fellowship of Academy of Medical Sciences, and several other prestigious awards, including B.M. Patil Memorial Oration Award. So over to Gururaj sir for his presidential address.
Thank you very much, and namaskar. Good evening, distinguished dignitaries as well as delegates of this conference. It gives me immense pleasure to join this conference for this inaugural program on this virtual mode. And this conference is being held at a very appropriate time in bringing yoga into the mainstream of health sciences in different ways by which it can be applied. India has led the way over several decades and centuries in highlighting the importance of yoga for a complete health and peaceful living of an individual. And it has been recommended by several senior people as well as by rishis, sadhus, gurus, pandits over a period of time. India has also made significant contributions in bringing yoga to the forefront, and India was the country that took yoga to the United Nations delegation, United Nations platform, and brought in the International Yoga Day as well, which is celebrated across the world in the month of June. India's contribution to yoga in terms of especially not just for only a particular disease, but for the overall health of the individual, as well as its effective therapeutic potentials in several medical conditions are well known. And in recent times, especially during this current COVID pandemic, the need for good physical health, emotional health, physical health, psychological well-being are all being stressed so much because of the increased distress and anxiety levels that are prominent in every society. And yoga is one powerful tool that can address a number of these things and bring more health, and that too positive health for people all around the world. I especially like the aim of this conference because of it brings in yoga onto an international platform. It helps in understanding the science behind yoga and also communicate this to the other sciences that are very much integrated with the field of health. So this is a very unique game because we hear a lot of times conferences that are being held, yoga in depression, yoga in diabetes, or yoga in hypertension, or yoga in metabolic disorders, which are more targeted, specific, and specialized approaches that are being recommended. But the whole aim of this conference is on a much broader platform to understand how yoga is helpful, how yoga can contribute to health, how yoga has made contributions in the past several decades, as well as to inform yoga to other sciences. Considering that the World Mental Health Day is tomorrow, which has its major theme as greater investment for health to everyone and everywhere, taking yoga to other sciences, other fields of health, other specialties in health, and trying to integrate yoga into other disciplines is a unique endeavor, and I congratulate the entire team for considering this on a much broader platform and giving it a bigger push for making it a prominent intervention in the coming days. In recent days, we have also heard a bit of a confusion in people's mind in terms of what is good and what is bad. And in that way, proper understanding of yoga, proper application of yoga, properly following all the recommendations that have been made in the yogic practice are unique and very helpful for people everywhere. This conference in this particular manner is very unique and very appropriate at this juncture in relieving distress among people, as well as in communicating the positive benefits and the great applications of yoga into mankind. I wish the conference all success and all the best to all the participants. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Guru Raj sir, for your guidance and giving the right tempo to the conference. Now, towards the end, I would like to invite the current registrar of NIMHANS, Dr. B.S.S. Rao. Dr. B.S.S. Rao is the professor of neurophysiology and registrar. He has published several books and has published in high impact articles. His research area of interest is the role of intracranial self-stimulation in brain plasticity. He is recipient of numerous awards, including Professor Baldev Singh Oration Award, Sir C.V. Raman Young Award, and INSA Young Scientist Award. I request B.S.S. Rao sir to please give the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Hemant. Very good afternoon or good evening to all of you. It's a great pleasure to welcome all of you to the Yantra 2020. As our director mentioned, this conference is truly an amalgamation of the scientific and the various components of yogic practices in healthcare services as well. And the entire Yantra team is put together a wonderful scientific program, and this has been blessed by excellent and an outstanding yogic practitioners, scientists, and who contributed significantly in terms of understanding the science behind yoga and implementing the science as a medicine for curing various brain disorders, including the various systemic disorders as well. So it's a wonderful opportunity for NIMHANS to lead the entire program and envisaged by Professor B.N. Gangadhar, and subsequently the inputs which has been provided by Guruji, H.R. Nagendra, Satbir Khalsa, Dr. Selvamurthy, Manoj Naik, Pogle, and all the distinguished panel of experts who have contributed significantly in terms of understanding the basis of yoga and using the yoga as a treatment modality for various ailments of human disorders. So I take this opportunity on behalf of NIMHANS, entire team of Yantra, to thank all the distinguished speakers, dignitaries, chief guests who have participated in the inaugural program, and also they will be contributing significantly and sharing their wisdom of the yogic research and also the application of yoga in the treatment of various disorders. I take this opportunity to thank on behalf of NIMHANS the entire team of the Yantra organizing committee, the speakers and the delegates who are participating in this program, both within the country and across the globe. So I am very sure that all of you will have an excellent scientific feast in the couple of the scientific programs which is planned for next 2 weeks or so. I'm very sure that your inputs and the suggestions which you are going to provide during the conference in the form of a discussion and also sharing your inputs will be put together in terms of evolving newer strategies for taking care of the various health issues associated with yoga. And I am very happy to share that in the NIMANS, with the inputs and the mentorship of Dr. B.N. Gangadhar and Dr. D. Nagaraja, both of them, we have the Department of Integrative Medicine, first of its kind in the country. So we are very proud that at NIMHANS, we have an amalgamation of yoga as well as the Ayurveda both put together. So you have the allopathy, you also have the Ayurveda, yoga, and various forms of the treatment modalities can be put together, and NIMHANS is the best place where this can be achieved with the full potential. So in this perspective, we have requested the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and also the CCRS that this should be replicated in the rest of the institutions or the medical organizations across the country and across the globe, where you will have a full potentials of yoga, Ayurveda and other the sciences of therapy can be put in use. So on behalf of the entire family of NIMANS and also organizing team of the Yantra, I take this opportunity to thank each one of you profusely, and all the inputs what you are going to provide, it is going to be very, very valuable. And the Souvenir in the e-platform has been shared. I am very sure that all the inputs what we are going to receive and the suggestions what we are going to be discussed during this conference will translate in the form of a resource material, and that will guide us for the various treatment ailments where the yoga is going to be one of the major component for the treatment regimes. So thank you very much, and I once again thank you each one of you to take part in this conference and also contributing significantly in mentoring and guiding and sharing your wisdom during this conference. Dhanyawad. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Rao sir. Now we all should end the program with national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे
Thank you very much.